Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more BattleTech. My apologies on the last week of uploads. I have been the sickest I have been in probably several years. I ended up losing my voice and, well, I've only really just got it back now. And so, yes, we are back with some more games. So, it's been a little bit since we have played, but we are here to fix that today. So first of all, we've got a few things that need to be done, and that is a whole heap of repairs. We were very, very unfortunate in the last one. We took a heap of damage, not to mention we did also unfortunately have a loss or two, which is which is rather sad. That was not what we wanted for poor Fimble, but it is what it is. Alright, so PPC and a medium laser, we do need to replace those, and then it looks like we need a few more heat sinks for our Vindicator to get up and running. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put a few of those in place, and it does look like we're slightly short, so we're going to go to the store, we'll purchase what we need, whoopsie daisies, we'll purchase what we need so we can make sure that we have enough to keep our mechs up and running. Alright, so we need 2 right now, so that should be fine. We'll go ahead and we'll put them in, and then from here, let's just double check. Yeah, PPC, medium laser. Alright, so that's fine. 271,000 C-bills is unfortunately more expensive than I would prefer, but such is life. We'll also go ahead and repair our Phoenix Hawk, and now we also have 2 more new mechs. We have a fire starter as well as a trebuchet. So, first things first, I think we're going to... yeah, let's go ahead and we'll build up this trebuchet. Now, I have had a little bit of a thought about what I would like to do here. So just give me 1 second and I'll show you what I came up with. Okay, so what we have is a bit of a partial build right now. I forgot that we had to do some repairs, so I didn't quite count out things. I was going to throw a PPC on this thing as well as keep these SRM4s and a medium laser for the short range. I thought that could make a decent mix of decent distance as well as close range stuff in if required. We'd also have enough heat-seeking capacity that firing the PPC wouldn't be particularly bad. I was also going to throw in a couple of heat sinks, but again, as we don't currently have access to the PPC in store, I'm not going to spend our money on the heat sinks. We'll go ahead and we'll put that all together when that is ready in the future. That said though, we still do have a fire starter, and I think we will go ahead and beef this thing up. This thing is, yeah, we're going to go ahead and going to make this thing a very fast and dangerous close range little mech. So what I'm planning on doing is we're going to go ahead and throw a couple of small lasers on the mech and then a couple of MGs. So the plan here is that we're going to be relatively cool when it comes to heat, and then I think we're also going to throw on... wait a second, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah. And we're going to go ahead and throw half a ton of ammunition. And then from here, I believe, what were we going to do? Oh, that's right. We wanted a couple of energy weapons as well, just to make sure that we hit a little bit harder. I'm going to go ahead and throw a medium laser in either side. And then we also have enough room for a couple of jump jets. So we're reasonably heat efficient at the moment. And I think the number was 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and we have enough room for one more thing. What have I missed? 1, 1, 1, 1. Oh, maybe it was buffing up the legs. Yeah, our heat efficiency is fairly decent. We've only got an extra 6 heat on an alpha strike. That should be... oh yeah, maybe it was some more heat sinks. Yeah, I think maybe we're going to chuck on an extra heatsink there. But you know what? That should be fine. We could always remove a jump jet if necessary and add on a little bit of armor. But for now, we're going to go ahead and get this thing running as is. I think that should be fine. Yeah, I think that was everything that I had. Alright, well, either way. Yeah, for now, you know what? Let's just go ahead and we'll pack on some armor onto its limbs and just to make sure. Yeah, I think that should be decent enough. So it's going to be a bit of a closer range thing. We'll use it for a bit of scouting, but it shouldn't generate much heat with those machine guns. Some lasers just to make sure that it does pack enough punch. Alright, so before we do jump into the next location, we've also got some engineering issues that we should take note of. And one of those is our morale. So at the moment we're discouraged. If we can get one more morale point, we'll increase our resolve. I think that also would have helped in our previous engagements. But unfortunately, what do we need? Upgraded a lounge. Hang on a second. Why can we not purchase this? Have I missed something? Oh, we're working on the repair scaffolding. Okay, that's my bad. I clearly forgot that we were in the middle of that. Alright, so that'll be fine. We'll go ahead and let that finish, and then we'll work on the morale issues. So, either way, let's go ahead and follow our plan. We're heading to Jamestown. We've got a former Star League presence here, so there is some potential decent salvage for us to find. Alright, so... yep, there goes a whole bunch of our money, as to be expected. Luckily, we do have enough. We'll scoot our way across and take the next jump ship. Okay, actually, you know what would be very useful? If we could get an event and boost our morale that way, that would be a much cheaper and more effective way to boost up our situation. But you never know. We'll just have to see how it all goes. It does look like we may have finished work on the Argo as we arrived, but I'm not 100% sure.
Hey,
oh,
boss,
yep, there we go.
You just completed those waypoints
Alright,
reached, Commander.
so Jamestown, let's go ahead and have a look at the store. I'm curious to see if we can find anything of particularly decent note. There is, ooh, an ERPPC, that's nice. ER medium lasers, also very good. Medium pulses, ooh, yes, okay, well, there's a few things here that I don't mind the look of whatsoever. Oh, and even double heat sinks. Now that is particularly nice. That is very nice. They've also got Gauss ammo. That makes me quite hopeful that we could find one in the future. But for now, I think it's just going to have to be what it is. Yeah, do we go ahead and try and repair any more of our mechs up a little bit better? It is a decent question, although I really do like the look of those medium pulses, the ER medium lasers, the PPCs. Yeah, we've got some good choices to choose from, but either way, we have some contracts that we need to get done. That way we will see how much spending money we have. And, I don't know, hopefully, maybe we find a new pilot while we're here too. It was a very sad death, but if you'd like to join the Argo, we do try to keep our MechWarriors alive. So if you would like to join, be sure to leave a comment in the section below. First, last, and a call sign name is all that is required. But if you want to tell us more, we're always keen to hear. Alright, so either way, before we go too much further, let's see what we can do. We've got an ambush of a convoy. We've got another ambush convoy in the tundra. We've got a couple of good options. I think... Let's see. It wouldn't hurt us to boost up our reputation with the pirates. We've also got fairly high with the fairly high reputation with the Taurians. Unfortunately, it all looks like it's against the pirates, which is a little bit unfortunate for us. What about the Federated Suns? You know what? Maybe that could be doable. It's a capture base. It's 1.5. I think what we'll do here is we'll stick with the standard here. We'll get a decent amount of salvage. I'm not necessarily sure if we're going to get anything too phenomenal, but we'll also get paid decently. Although, you know, Hang on a second. Let's just double check the briefing. Do we see anything of valuable goods, clandestine efforts? I don't really see much of anything talking about heavy mechs. So you know what? Let's just stick with the basic salvage. We'll stick with the basic payment, and that should be good for today. Alright, so what are we going to do? I think... Let's go ahead and bring Big Man out. He's got some sensors as well as that breaching shot, which could be useful. We've got Headhunter in the Marauder. We also have our Enforcer, our Phoenix Hawk. Yeah, look, I think this is going to be a good enough lance for now, but I think if we can find some extra bits and pieces, we'll then get that trebuchet up and running. I think that wouldn't be bad. But either way, we'll hopefully be collecting some salvage that allows us to do so much more cheaply. So, let's see what awaits on the other side of the landing. Okay, so our objective is to plunder the Taurian warehouse complex. Apparently, the Taurian Concordat controls a network of transports and warehouses in the Jamestown system, moving mostly mundane merchandise, but also very few highly valuable goods. Our clandestine research efforts have acquired the latest shipping manifests and identified an opportunity for a swift, profitable strike at a key shipping hub. If timed properly, your mechs can attack quickly and pave the way for Davy and Extraction Team to empty the warehouse of its contents. Okay, so Commander, if these are just mercantile goods, as they say, I wouldn't expect very aggressive defenses. That said, though, you do know how some people lie. Alright, so here we are to capture the Taurian warehouse complex. Let's get our forces into position where we can better observe the enemy movements and perhaps get an eye on the facility. Okay, eliminate opposition and take control.
I doubt we'll find much in the way of entertainment here.
Seems good to me. Alright, so we've got an interesting layout here. There's an approach over here. There's potentially approach avenues down over there. I do not see anything resembling defenses, which is appreciated, but that's not necessarily a guarantee. Alright, I think what we're going to do... Whereabouts are we? We're up over here. Okay. I think what we're going to go for is we're going to cut through the mountains here, try and get to this little clearing. We'll then pop up on top of this ridgeline with cover and then fire upon them and see if that can make our life a bit better. So let's see. What have we got? Trees. Oh, look, I'm honestly not sure if we can fit through this. Can we see? No, let's run the Phoenix Hawk first.
Have no doubt. It will be done.
I feel like we can probably cut through there, so that's what we'll do. We'll get the Marauder to follow suit. The Enforcer, I think we'll path around here, and then same for the Vindicator. Okay, hopefully...
What's up, boss?
Hopefully this works out.
Standing by.
Let's move up over here.
On it.
Let's move you over there.
Affirmative.
And then let's get... Oh, okay. Bother. Alright, so that is a bit of a dead end. That said, though, we do have jump jets, so I suppose we'll go here and try and minimize our signatures, and then we'll get you to sprint counterclockwise around here. Yeah, not exactly ideal, but it's going to have to be what we've got. We'll try and rendezvous together, make sure that we're not, as I said, showing too much.
Yes, Commander.
Oh, and there we go, we have contact. Alright, you should have a good view of the warehouse complex now. Be careful of additional forces. Reports are they have additional units in the area that are rallying back at the base. Expect contact. Okay, Commander, word of warning. We have reports that this base may have gun emplacements for point defense. Turrets boss, just keep an eye out in case they're online. Well, we saw one on top of that building there, so that is something we should be able to destroy. Yeah, destroy the defensive turrets. We'll get paid a little bit extra. That should be fine. Let's go for a full beans sprint.
Aye, aye.
And we'll have to make do with what we've got. Alright, so what have we... unknown turret.
Standing by.
Well, unfortunately, we're not going to get too close. We're not even going to get within range. I think what we'll do then is... I think maybe we line you up over here.
Roger that.
Yeah, we have a few emplacements, so we wanted to take them out. I am
Yes,
concerned that we will not have the right amount of cover, but we'll have to go with what we've got. Let's head over here,
Going full throttle.
and then... Yeah, we don't have much indirect
Reporting.
fire, unfortunately. And I doubt we're going to get line of sight with the Vindicator. You know what?
You have orders?
Let's... Here we go. We've actually got movement. Yeah, this will give us cover. We'll get to see what one of these turrets has, and then we'll see what we can do here. So we have twin SRM-6s and flamers. That'll be a little bit annoying, but again, the heat we should be fairly safe with. We'll go ahead and then we'll start firing.
Target confirmed.
One less bit of protection, the better.
What's up, boss?
As for big man, we're not going to find any positioning here. Let's go ahead and sprint. I think we'll go... You know what? Let's go this entire distance forward. Yeah, and that should be fine.
full
Again,
throttle.
a couple of SRMs, we're in good cover, and the flamers, they should certainly be too far out of range. But even if not, we have not used any real heat.
Minimal damage. Minimal.
Alright. Ooh, okay, so, autocannons. Okay.
Light damage, Commander.
And now, oh, more autocannons over there, and a whole heap of misses as well.
Ha! Barely hit me.
Okay, well, I think we're in a pretty decent position here to be able to take them out. The Marauder has shots on 2 of these.
Standing by.
We've got shots on 2 of them here with tank.
What's the plan?
The Phoenix Hawk, let's go ahead and... Actually, you know what? We're going to go ahead and use our jump jets. We're going to jump as close as possible. We'll get vision on everything. Oh, actually, you know what? If we jump here... Oh, we're slightly out of range of our small lasers. That is... Alright, you know what? That'll just do. That'll be fine.
Well, what do we have here?
Okay, that'll be a vehicle or a mech. I think we should be fine in that regard. Either that or an extra turret. Yeah, 4 AC2s. What have we got here? We have 22 damage here. Let's go with a single medium laser. That should be fine. And then over here, we'll go with B. Alright,
Good to go.
so that's the first one down. That's handy. And then that should be a pretty decent softening of that other sniper turret. Alright.
Receiving you.
Ranak, we have ability to target this
Good
one.
to go.
You have targeting for
Good
2.
to go.
We're not going to have that final one, but realistically, they're probably not going to get line of sight if we can destroy everything. Yeah, you know what? We're going to go ahead and... part of me says we should move around. Part of me says we should stay in cover. So we're going to play this safe.
Confirmed.
What do we have here? 97 points of damage. Yeah, look, I think what we'll do is we'll go multi-target. This should be more than enough. We've got 2 other mechs that we can use to finish off either one in case we're slightly off. Oh, and oh, actually, it looks like only... Ooh. Alright, you know what? We'll turn off one of these. Yeah, we'll just have a little bit of heat generation. That'll be fine.
Firing.
Yeah, there we are. Turret down.
One less turret.
And again, I'm not really too concerned about this final turret. If we've destroyed all of its line of sight,
for orders.
we're going to be in more than good enough position. And so, let's
Orders.
get the Enforcer moving. I think we'll go... let's see. Yeah, that should be sufficient.
I copy.
And that way we could potentially run our Marauder. And that way we should be fairly safe as far as heat generation
One
for
last
when the
turret.
mechs rock up. Yeah, there is one more turret, which is going to be down here. Where the other mechs are, I do not know, but I'm assuming they're going to be coming from back in this direction somewhere. Actually, probably down this road, if anywhere, would be my guess. So, let's go ahead and get into position. Let's roll... Oh, you know what? Let's just go this way. I think this is the easiest way down. Yeah, I think that's going to be our best approach. Although... Oh, actually, maybe that's not the best way. Maybe we'll go this way. Yeah. Look, we'll go through rough terrain. It'll just be what it is. I'm not concerned about being shot at.
On my way. Double time.
So this should be the best path forwards.
I'm picking up a new sensor trace.
Okay. Well,
Looks like enemy reinforcements.
looks like those reinforcements are rolling on up. So it looks like about all of them are light mechs.
Waiting for orders.
That I can handle. Alright. Let's roll on up. Let's move into cover. We don't want to be too foolish about things. We've got pretty decent resolve. But let's see what we're dealing with. What have we got? We have a commando. A javelin. Another javelin. And another javelin. Okay. Well, is there anybody who is not particularly well guarded? They all look about the same. Although this guy has, what is it? Guarded and bulwark as well. Yeah, you're entrenched. We've also got some skills. Yeah, let's maybe go for this long distance shot here. Yeah, let's see if we can take out some of its long distance fire. I guess we could technically go ahead for a precision strike. Yeah, these guys have already had their turn. But I think the shots just are not that fantastic though. 80s and 70s. I think we hold out. Let's just go for a standard barrage here.
Engaging the target.
Alright, so that'll... Oh, yeah, already one critical on the LRM-15. That is nice. Let's see. Tank. You've only got visual on one.
Awaiting orders.
You know what? The Phoenix Hawk. We might actually try. Because we need to occupy the warehouses. We need to pacify the area around the base. Reinforcements and turrets. Makes me think that there is another lance somewhere around here. So I think what we do is we move over here. We'll cool down a little bit. Actually, if we go back there, yeah, more evasion.
As you wish.
This should cool us down a little bit. We'll get line of sight on this shredder turret. We can cool down a little bit, and one of our other mechs can take the kill here. And that way, that's at least one extra shot out of the way. Yeah, because look at this. There we go. We've now got shots there with the AC-10 or the large laser.
Commander?
And then our Vindicator, we could maybe sprint across.
Ready for orders. Yes, Commander.
Oh, actually, you know what? Got a few decent choices, actually, come to think about it. What have we got here? 65% with a PPC. That's not too shabby, considering. Let's go... Let's move up forwards. We'll take a shot over here. We've got more than enough to take care of it.
Roger.
Yeah, alright, so what do we have? We only need one thing to hit. Let's reduce our refire penalty. There we go. And
That turret is gone.
now we can get Big Man, and let's pick a good position. We go 60 or 45. Okay, so it's only going to be this top target. Let's get as close as possible. Yeah, 55 I guess is going to have to be as good as it could be. Oh, actually 60 is back there. Alright, well, I'm not going to argue with the probability here. Let's just take the best thing possible.
Copy that.
Alright, well, nicely done.
Think I hit something good.
Oh, right, I also forgot we've got that breaching shot too, which could be very nice for all of this guarded. Alright, well, let's see what we can do. What have we got? Commando moving up. Yep. Again, nothing too much for us to handle just yet. Another javelin popping closer. Definitely taking more of a beating than I would prefer. I don't like all of this being targeted on one mech.
Minimal.
But we are still up and kicking, so... Oh, that's a bit of stability damage. But we should be fine. Alright, so,
Orders.
I believe with Rannick, if we go ahead and we... what is it? If we reserve our turn, we'll actually reduce our stability damage, because... Let's just double check. Passive, no. Master Tactician. Hang on a second, it's here somewhere. Yeah, I'm not sure where it is, but I'm pretty sure it's one of those things that we have access to, but either way, we'll get to that when we get to it. Let's bring our Enforcer forwards first. Yeah, we'll move up over here. We'll take shots because there's no point in not. Let's get that AC 10 up and running, 50 and 55%. This guy's looking pretty rough. Let's see if we can end it. Well, that'll do it.
Enemy down.
Some solid sniping. Alright, let's bring... Oh, actually, that brings up our resolve quite nicely.
What do you need?
How might I help?
Phoenix Hawk could cause a whole heap of trouble here, and I do like the sound of that. Maybe jump jet up into some cover here and then just blitz one of these things down to smithereens. Maybe get in their rear flanks so they don't get any cover bonuses.
Orders.
Well, if we're going to go ahead and do that, let's first take some shots elsewhere if we can. 50% on that PPC shot. Honestly, I think that's going to be decent enough. Let's just see if we can soften this thing up a little bit. You never know. Might be lucky and roll a headshot.
Roger.
It's always unlikely, but you never know. It would have been fun if that would have happened. Alright. Let's see. We've got a good couple of shots here. A couple of shots there. I think what we'll do is... We'll save the Marauder for this front javelin, and we'll use Cheese Goblin. We'll use some good old jumpy jets. Rock up right behind and then just nuke that thing. I think that works. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's go a little bit further back just so that commando can't get into our rear flank.
Certainly.
Alright. Full firepower, fully forwards, please and thank you.
Confirmed. One less target.
Nice. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we want. Alright, let's bring... let's see. What have we got? 50s, 65s, 80s on that commando. Let's just double check. What have we got here? That javelin's got twin SRM6s. And then this guy's got... Oh, it's actually the commando that's more of a threat. Huh. I would not have assumed such, but alright, that's fine by me. Let's see, what have we got? 85, 85s, 70s and 85s. Alright, well then I guess we'll go ahead and reserve for a second. So does that change? Yeah, there we go. Our reserve does decrease our stability damage. We'll reserve once more. Alright, so how does that done? Yeah, no longer unsteady. That is what we wanted. We'll take a step back. In fact, do we take one or two? I think we'll take 2 steps back. And then, yeah, we'll unleash some firepower. Alright, so 70 resolve. Let's go ahead and I think we'll go with a precision strike. Let's just clear this thing up. 1 in 3. This should be more than enough. Alright, well, you know, we gave it something to think about. Alright, and now our turn again. Oh, you know what? This could be perfect. Let's go ahead, Cheese Goblin. Let's zoom on up into point blank range, and I think we just take this thing out. Yeah, there's no point in letting this thing survive. Let's just roll on up.
I understand.
Full beans.
I understand.
God damn. Let's do this.
Alright, some nice, swift and efficient salvaging. That's what we want. Alright, I don't think that there's any other mechs in the area, so let's just get into point-blank range. We'll go with another precision shot. We've got our small lasers. We'll go for the headshot. Maybe get some extra salvage.
Give us everything I've got.
That said, though, still living.
Scored a critical hit.
It's not always a guarantee, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and then just, what have we got? AC-10, large lasers, maybe PPCs and medium lasers. You know what? I think that seems good enough. Let's give the Vindicator something to take a shot with.
Locked on.
Oh, and it looks like we took out a leg.
Solid connection on that one.
Alright, well, this is certainly going to be over fairly quickly, it seems. Alright, well then.
Waiting for orders.
Tank, if you do not mind, we'll just go as close as we can possibly get. Yeah.
Moving out.
Don't have much of a choice here, and you know, we'll aim for the leg just in case, but I think this is...
Acknowledged.
Yeah, there we are. Straight to the... dropship inbound for landing. We'll want to get in and out quickly, but first eliminate all defenses. Okay. Oh, and looks like we already have. So we just need to occupy the warehouse. So let's just go Cheese Goblin. Let's just sprint you into position. We'll get you to the Leopard. And yeah, we'll bring you up as well. Alright,
ready for orders.
There we go. That is the mission.
I copy.
Alright, the warehouse complex is under your control, Commander. We're ready to send in the extraction ships for the warehouse contents. Sit tight, Davian will be pleased with these results.
Mission successful.
Alright, well, that was a nice change from our previous mission. We finally, yeah, had a good position. We had a good position. We were able to engage nice and swiftly. We were able to control the battlefield and their field of fire. And then, yeah, just eliminated the, whatever was chasing us. Alright, so either way, what do we want as far as salvage is concerned? Look, there's actually not a heap here that I really care about. I actually wouldn't mind an extra LRM-15, I think. We've only got one at the moment. Depending, we could do something with the trebuchet. We might possibly redesign there. And then, I guess we may as well finish off a mech. That'll make for good salvage, so we'll go ahead and confirm that. And we have completed 2 mechs, in fact. That is excellent. A couple of medium lasers, few jump jets. Okay. I was hoping for a couple of heat sinks, but at the same time too, it's not the be-all and end-all. That should be fine. Alright, so, let's see. I guess we'll swing by the barracks. We'll see how everyone's feeling. We might see about starting an upgrade as well for our morale. Again, it is certainly hurting. Maybe I think... Oh, look, maybe it wouldn't have been crazy to have increased our salary profile this month.
That mech you wanted is back online.
Might have been slightly more cost effective, but either way, it is what it is. Let's head to the mech bay, and then, yeah, look, we don't need all of these javelins. That's not particularly necessary. I think maybe we go ahead and we head to the store and we sell some of those off. Yeah, so what have we got? We've got a locust we can sell. I think that's not bad, although where is... Hang on a second. Oh. I'm guessing we can only sell those that are in storage, so I suppose that's worth doing. Yeah, we'll put it into storage. We'll get rid of you as well. Or the 10F, hang on a second. You've got 4 energy hardpoints and 2 supports. You're more... You know what? We could make you a bit more of a brawler. Switch out the LRMs for SRMs. That is a viable possibility. Then we'll free up an extra LRM-15 for maybe the trebuchet. You know what? That is not a bad thought. Alright, but either way, do we need to purchase anything right now? I think we will go ahead and sell off a few of these. Hang on a second, let's just double check in different... Look, you know what? We don't need the money right now. We won't sell it off. You never know. We might find better store prices later. Oh, whoops. I did not mean to hit the memorial wall, but we'll go to our MechWarriors.
Receiving you.
Big man, let's see. What skills have you got? Indirect fire penalties. Go for some overheat threshold. Yeah, you know what? Overheat threshold, that actually seems like a fairly decent plan. Let's confirm that.
Commander.
Reporting.
Cheese Goblin, let's go for... Yeah, let's keep on saving for your gunnery and piloting, I think.
Yep.
Oh, we can afford some better gunnery for Ranak. Actually, you know what? I feel like we probably could have picked up some of these upgrades before that last mission. Oh, well, it is what it is. And then as for tank, what do we go for? Extra sprinting, extra range. I think what we do is we go for the sprint. A little bit of extra maneuverability wouldn't be the end of the world. Yeah, I think that'll be fine.
Training complete.
Okay, so you know what? I think that might be where we call things for today. We'll just do a slightly shorter episode as my voice is still not 100%. I don't want to have those mega long episodes. So we'll call it there for today. But if you do want to join in with more of the series, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content. And I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan signing out.